Hi friends, say hey.
Hi.
Welcome to my channel. This is Good Groceries with Tiffany. Today we are going to make chicken tortilla soup. Super easy. It literally takes about 20 minutes. And we're going to make cucumber melon agua frescas. Ooh, so good. So let's get started. Come on over. Let me show you what we're going to be using to make our wonderful recipe. So my beautiful daughter is our videographer today, Brianna. Say hi, people.
Hello.
So this is cooked chicken breast from 2 chickens. You can definitely use rotisserie chicken if you want to make your life a little bit easier. But I actually also like to use chicken taco. See that there? That is 4 pounds of chicken taco meat that's already been seasoned. I got it from my local Latin market butcher shop. Okay, good stuff. I have 1 jar, a 24-ounce jar of paste picante sauce, and these are my seasonings. So this is what I use. I used to do a bunch of different seasonings and tastings and trying to get the seasoning right, and finally I just realized, just by trial and error, I just started using these 3. They each give a different flavor and a different level of flavor, layer of flavor. So started using these: enchilada sauce, taco, fajitas. I have 2 of each of these in this bowl. These are my seasonings. And I have a cup of heavy cream. And save your paste picante jar because this is how we measure to use our water. Okay, super easy. So let's get cooking. Come on over to the stove, Brianna. All right, let's turn our stove on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add our dark meat chicken. So this is chicken thigh meat and chicken leg meat. So our stove is cooking. All right, got it on. Let's lift our camera up a little bit, babe. My baby's learning how to use the camera. I'm so proud of her. Let's add our paste picante. Super easy. This is a 24-ounce jar of paste picante. Let's add our seasoning packets. This one is enchilada, taco, fajita. The fajita gives it a tanginess, and the enchilada gives it a smokiness, and the taco just gives all those other flavors that you need: the cumin, the paprika, the garlic, and these all have salt. You do not need to add salt to this recipe. So let's add all of those in. Super easy. We're gonna add our chicken breast after this cooks for a little bit. So we won't add that just yet because it's already cooked. Now to add our water. We're gonna come over here, and this is how we measure. Look, just fill this up twice. Boom, you're done. So easy. 1 and 2. No need to cover the pot. Super easy. Give it a stir. Let everything kind of move around and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And that's how long it takes for it to come to a vigorous boil. You want it to come to a vigorous boil so to make sure that the chicken gets cooked properly to the proper temperature. If you want to use a thermometer, you can. If not, it's really okay. Just 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes if you want. And we're just going to let that go, okay? We're going to let that cook. So in the meantime, let's come over here and let's start frying our tortilla shells for the toppings. Come on over, Bree. Oh, you know, we can't fry because I forgot to turn the oil on. That's okay. Let's come over. We're coming on over to do our tortilla chips while our soup is cooking. See, it's already started. It's only been on a few minutes. It's already started to bubble and boil. But I do have a heavy bottom pot too, so I think that's important, friends. You want to use a heavy bottom pot. And so this is a heavy bottom pot. They actually conduct heat really well, and you will get a boiling, a rigorous boil in no time. All right, so we're coming over here using tongs, safety first. My son is not going to do this because he hasn't learned to fry yet. So we're just going to do small batches at a time. That's enough for right now. You see how it's, the oil is really, really low because this is going to boil up, and you don't want to burn yourself or anyone else. Excuse my little, because I use my stove every day. So Got little crunchies down there, but don't you worry about that. So we're just gonna let that fry up a little bit and crisp up. I'm gonna put it in our bowl over here and drain it on some paper towels. And I actually like to take the tortillas out with a slotted spoon. It's a little faster, prevents them from cooking too fast. You can get them all out in one good swoop. And it doesn't take long, friends. You don't want to burn it. If you have a deep fryer, if you have a bigger pot that you're using and you want to use one of those spiders, you know, do whatever works best for you. And this is my family's, this is one of our top 10 quick weeknight dinners. I'm all about being able to cook dinner quickly during the week. I don't want to be slaving and cooking meals for a long time. There's some times where, you know, I want to do something a little slow, but for the most part, we like to do things quickly because we're a busy household with sports and, you know, whatnot. So we try to have quick meals. And this chicken tortilla soup, you literally can prepare dinner for your family in about 25 minutes. Super easy. Just gonna stir it a little bit, move them around, let them fry for a minute, and then drain them. Look at our soup. It's boiling, bubbling up, looking really good. You can give it a stir. You can see how the meat is already starting to cook. It's turning opaque and it's cooking up really good. It smells so amazing in here. And you see how thick the soup is and how rich it is? I'm gonna add some heavy cream later and it's gonna be even richer. All right, so have our tortilla strips here. Cooking it nice. I don't want to, you know, it's a waste of oil and all that to get the deep fryer out to fry these. This is super shallow fry, real easy. You don't have to use a lot of ingredients. Super easy. Now for the soup, there's different variations for the soup. You can add corn if you want. We're not adding corn today, but you can definitely add corn to the soup, and you can make it for, you know, make it easy for your house and what your people like and, you know, what your family likes. Our family, we like corn or without corn. We just don't have it today. And I'm all about using what you have without having to run to the store all the time. So, all right, these are done. Let's bring them up. So my son is asking why the other ones are dark, because the first batch is always a little bit darker because the grease is a little hotter. All right, so this is another thing that we do in our house. Whenever I make chicken tortilla soup, I like to cut once, use it twice. So I don't know if you've heard that phrase before, but if you're cooking something like chicken tortilla soup and that you're going to have leftovers for, I like to make extra for the next day so that all we have to do is just cook them up fresh tomorrow, and we don't have to cut any more up. So we're going to turn that off. That's enough strips for my family. I'm feeding a family of 4 tonight. By all means, of course, if you were making more, then you could go ahead and fry a bunch more, but we're done with that. So while our soup is continuing to cook for like the next, you know, 10 or so minutes, we're going to come over here and make some agua fresca. We already got started a little bit. This is my baby boy Dorian. This is his project. So we're gonna pulse this. So what he's added to here, so we have 3 cucumbers in our bowl, and he's added some cucumber to the our blender here, and he's going to pulse it a little bit. We added 16 ounces of water, and he's going to pulse it and get it going. Go ahead. Pulse it. There you go. It's a little loud, friend. Sorry. All right. All right. Now we're going to take this off, and we are going to add the rest of it. All right, so he's pulsed it a little bit. Now we're going to take this off, and we are going to add the rest of our cucumbers. And so the reason we're doing this separately is because I don't want the pulp of the cucumbers, but I do want the pulp of the melon. So I'm going to we're going to do this by itself, the cucumbers by themselves, so that we don't have any cucumber pulp because we're going to strain it. Uh-oh. Somebody got away. Somebody got away. All right, so we're adding. All right, that's good. Let's get going. Get to pulsing. All right, my friend, there you go. Pulse away. And let it go, and then let it rip. Push it, and then let it go. We want it to be really pulverized. Really pulverized. Really smooth. And we're going to strain it. We're going to add some agave and some melon. All right, let's go. We're going to add some agave and some melon. So let's strain it.
Strain it.
Okay. So we have a gigantic measuring pitcher here. And we're going to just pour this in and strain the pulp. And we just want the juice.
Careful. It'll all come out.
Listen to the way that sounds. That sounds so relaxing. Love it. I'm gonna help it out a little bit here. This is good. Listen. I can hear my soup over there just boiling away, almost ready for it to put our finishing touches on it and plate it up. See what I mean? Uh-oh, got a little poke. That's okay. This is super easy, super good. So I'm just gonna grab a bowl. Now, if you want to keep this pulp, it's up to you, but I don't like the pulp in mine. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so let's dump that. All right, so we're done with this. Let's move this on over. And, yep, you're gonna put the melon in there. So let's put this to the side. So we're gonna put another 16 ounces of water. Tell me when, tell me when, tell me when, tell me when, tell me when.
Solid.
All right. All right. You're such a good cook. You're such a good helper. All right, so let's put that in there. Get that going. You probably could put all of that in there. I'm thinking it might. All right, let's pulse it a little bit and break some of this down. All right. All right, and let's pulse it. Go ahead. Good job. Now, let's put the rest of it on in there. Go ahead. All right, so we're going to add this to our strained cucumber. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's gonna be sweet.
Don't we have to put this in there?
So this is the juice of 3 limes. Gonna put that in there. Ooh. And we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of agave, just to give it a little tad of sweetness. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's good. And we're just gonna gently stir it. All right.
It looks good.
It looks so good. It smells so good, right? So show you how we're going to drink this later. So let's leave that and let's come on over to our soup that has a nice, good, rigorous boil. So you see, nice, good, rigorous boil. It literally cooked for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. All right, so we're gonna turn our heat down And we're going to add our chicken breast, right? This is chicken cut up, already cooked chicken breast from 2 rotisserie chickens. Okay. And you see, this is a good hefty pot. So once we have this for dinner, then we'll probably eat it again tomorrow, most likely. And then we'll freeze it, and then we'll bring it back out like for the weekend when it's fend for yourself weekend at our house, because I don't really cook on the weekends for the most part. All right, so that's good. That chicken didn't need to cook, it just needs to heat through. Now this is important, friends. This is important. The cream you need to add, so let's bring that back to a boil really quickly. The cream you need to add at the end when the fire is off, because you do not want your cream to break later. You can also omit the cream. You don't have to have the cream in there, but all right, so all right, that's coming back up, coming back up, coming back up. That looks yummy, friends. So all right, so I'm going to turn the heat off. The soup is done. It's cooked. So we're going to add a cup of cream. I know. Oh my gosh. Somebody just said, "Oh no, my heart just stopped." No, look at this. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Look at that. That is so good. So good. So I'm going to show you how we serve it here in our house. Let's reach on over and get a ladle. I'm a handy dandy caddy. And Dorian, you want to grab the sour cream from over there and open it up?
What about the stuff?
You want to add that? Yeah, there. So this is how we eat it here in my house.
I don't have sour cream.
My kids each like different toppings. My husband and I like the whole kit and caboodle. So ladle yourself up 2 good ladles full, or 3 good ladles full, whatever you want. Always clean your bowls. You don't want messy. All right, so then we come over here. We take a handful of tortilla strips. And if you're not a person that likes doing this, you can also get fresh tortilla chips made from your local Latin market. They also do that over there in their bakery or deli section. And this is how we plate it up here. We put a dollop of sour cream. And I know you're like, "Oh my gosh, sour cream and heavy cream." I'm telling you, it's what works. Put a little bit of shredded cheese. We put some green onion for a little freshness, and some chopped cilantro for a little freshness. And this is how we serve up our chicken tortilla soup. Hand me a paper towel, babe. Super easy, no fuss. So this is not a mukbang. What is it, kids?
Mukbang.
Mukbang. This is not a mukbang, but this is how we do it. This is how you eat it. So good. It's so hot. Ooh. It's always important to taste your food on your video, because then people know it tastes good. So good. Oh my gosh. So good. The flavor profile is amazing. Flavor profile is amazing. You want to taste? Mm-hmm. Super good, huh? You want a chip? Mm-mm. No?
Still got one.
So good, huh? All the levels of flavor in here. You can taste the cumin, the paprika, the chili powder. You can taste everything. And then you have the different textures in your mouth. You have the freshness from the cilantro, the freshness from the onions. You have the crunch from the tortillas. It hits all of the sensations in your mouth. You have to make this soup. It's super good. Let's pour ourselves up a glass of our agua frescas. I don't like ice in mine. My kids like ice in their drinks. I don't like ice in my drinks.
Just
gonna pour that in. Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, it does. The straw.
Want a straw? I don't want a straw. It's fine. Oh, that's so good. It's refreshing. It's light. It's slightly sweet. And it's good for you. Made with cucumber, honeydew melon, a little bit of lime, a little bit of agave. You can't lose, right? Mm-hmm. So thank you for tuning in to our first show. I got a bandit here. It's going to take my drink. Thank you for tuning in to our first show. We'll see you next week on Good Groceries. Friend, we'll see you next week on Good Groceries with Tiffany. God bless.